It's the small things that get you first. The empty food bowl you still reach to fill. The silence where there used to be footsteps. The leash by the door you don't need to pick up anymore. And then the wave hits. So much bigger than you expected. If you've lost a pet, you know this feeling. And maybe a quiet part of you wondered, why does it hurt this much? It was just an animal, but it wasn't. And there are real reasons the pain runs this deep. First, let's be clear. What you're feeling is real grief, not an overreaction, not weakness. People who study grief have found that losing a pet can hurt just as much as losing a person, sometimes even more. And once you understand why, you can finally stop apologizing for it. A pet loves you in a way almost nothing else does. They don't care what you look like, what you do, or how bad your day was. You could walk in as your lowest self, and they'd still greet you like you're the best thing that ever happened. Even the people who love us most come with history and conditions. A pet's love is simple, total, and completely yours. So when they're gone, you lose the one little being who loved you with no conditions at all. And this is why the loss feels like it's everywhere at once. A pet is woven into your whole day. The morning feed, the walk, the greeting at the door, the warm wait at the end of the bed at night. So the absence isn't in one place. It's in 100 tiny moments, all day long. Every routine you built around them now has a hole in it. You don't grieve them once. You grieve them every time you pass the spot where they used to be. And underneath it all, something quiet is happening. Over years, your brain built a map of your world, and your pet was on it, always there, always nearby. So even after they're gone, your brain keeps expecting them. You hear a sound and think it's them. You start to fill the bowl. For half a second, you forget. Grief is your brain slowly updating that map, and every time it corrects itself, it hurts all over again. Think about everything they quietly witnessed. Your pet was there for a whole chapter of your life. The hard year, the heartbreak, the version of you almost no one else ever saw. And they never judged a second of it. They just stayed. So losing them isn't only losing them. It's losing a living piece of your own story. And for so many people, there's one more layer. One almost too heavy to say out loud. Often, we're the ones who have to make the final decision. To end their suffering. To choose the kindest goodbye. It's an act of pure love, but it can leave behind guilt and what-ifs that nobody ever prepares you for. If that's you, please hear this. Choosing to spare them pain was not a betrayal. It was the last, hardest gift of love you had left to give. But here's what makes losing a pet uniquely painful, and almost no one talks about it. The world doesn't always let you grieve. There's no funeral, no time off work. Sometimes people even say, "It was just a dog. Get another one." So you learn to hide it. You cry in the car. You grieve in silence. There's actually a name for this. It's called disenfranchised grief. Grief the world doesn't recognize, so you're left to carry it completely alone. And grief carried alone is always heavier. So why does losing a pet hurt this much? Because of one simple thing. The pain is the size of the love. It hurts this much because they mattered this much. You gave a piece of your heart to a creature who gave you their entire life in return. Grief, when you really look at it, is just love with nowhere left to go. And that is not something to be ashamed of. It means you loved something deeply, and you loved it well. So if you're missing them right now, don't rush it. Don't apologize for it. And don't let anyone tell you it was just a pet. They gave you their whole life, and to them, you were the entire world. That love didn't disappear. It's still here, in the way they changed you, in the quiet little paw print they left somewhere deep inside you. And if the weight of it ever feels like too much to carry alone, let someone in. You were never meant to grieve in silence. You were lucky to have them, and they were lucky to have you. Take all the time you need.